She went to my mother. She said, "Oh, he's an artist."
Oh
I
my
was
God.
far from it.
Oh my God.
I was far from it.
You have any of your early drawings still?
No, I don't. Maybe my mother has, but I don't.
Yeah.
Sharon, it's the first drawing class
Hmm.
in this new school
Yeah.
that I went to.
Yeah.
He was an Egyptian guy,
Hmm.
big, tall, and he wore a safari suit.
Yeah.
Okay, and he entered and says, "Hi guys," and we said hi, and he said, "Do you know the story of Aphrodite?" We said no. So he told us a story. Two classes,
Yeah.
two 45-minute classes. And I said, I love this drawing thing.
Yeah.
At the end of the second class, he said, I want you to draw the story of Aphrodite in 5 scenes.
Wow.
And I said, oh my God.
Who ever heard of a thing like that? That's amazing.
It is amazing because they've been studying drawing since
Yeah.
God knows when.
I
They were
see.
children.
Oh.
I had no idea.
Huh.
The second year,
Yeah.
I don't know how I passed that
Yeah.
year. The second year, it's the sort of secondary. There's some sort of like إيش الباشو والتانية, the other philo is before, right? No, after. Okay, basho first. It was something similar to the basho. And this was the last year. Following year, I go to the mathematics section in the final year. There's three types. There's science, mathematics, and literature.
Yeah.
Okay? So
Okay,
I
yeah,
go
yeah.
and I said, thank God I'm going to get rid of all this drawing and so on.
Okay.
The passing mark
Yeah.
was 4/20. This
That's
is the
very
French
low.
system. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Do you know how much I got?
No.
3/20. I should have failed.
Okay.
But because all my other marks were good, they
Yeah.
took 1 mark
And they
from
borrowed
mathematics, borrowed it, and put it in the drawing to let me pass.
That is very, very nice.
Yeah.
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 But that's so.
Anyway,
amazing.
yeah. So my dad said, listen. You're. If you like, he said, when I finished my secondary education, he said, listen, if you want some capital to work or
Yeah,
to do something,
yeah.
I'll give you some capital.
Okay.
But take my advice.
Yeah. Don't become an artist.
Your education is your weapon.
Yeah. Yeah.
You see, he said, if I wasn't educated,
Yeah.
you would be living now in a refugee camp.
That's right. That's right.
Now, take my advice also.
Yeah.
I'd love to have you near me in Egypt,
Yeah.
but take my advice. I know you're very young.
Yeah.
Go to England. So we accepted, when I was accepted in Loughborough,
In where?
Loughborough University.
Where is that?
It's in the Midlands near Leicester,
Oh, for heaven's sake.
between Leicester and Nottingham.
For heaven's
Okay?
sake. Okay.
Yeah. I'm going for the reunion this coming September.
No kidding.
Yeah. Because I missed the 100th anniversary of the university
Wow.
in 2009. It was the 100th anniversary, and it was my 50th anniversary of graduation.
Wow.
How I missed it, I really
don't
don't know. You see?
Maybe you were having a grandchild.
So anyway, I sent them and I said, you're welcome to come anytime you like, even for ceremonies for sort of newer students. Then.
That would
So
be
I said,
fun.
yeah. I said, no. I want to come when you're entertaining graduates of 50 years and above.
Yeah.
So I'm going, and hopefully,
That was, yeah, go ahead.
hopefully this coming September, I'll go probably take some members of the family, because I had fun in England.
Did you?
Yeah, the student life there is different from here.
So you were what, 17?
I was 16 years and 8 months.
Oh la la.
Yeah, or 9 months.
So young.
Yeah, and I was the youngest ever to graduate from that university.
Wow.
That's number one.
Yeah.
And I got first class honors.
Oh my God.
And you can imagine me like a peacock when the dean said, we have the youngest
Yeah.
student ever to graduate.
Yeah.
I wasn't even of legal age,
Yeah.
because legal age at the time was 21.
Right.
When I graduated, I was 20 years and 9 months or 8 months. So anyway, and he got first, and everybody, was...
Wow. Was any of
Showing
your
off.
parents there to see you graduate?
No. But it was so traumatic a few years before, in 1956, when we had the Suez War, if you remember,
Yeah.
1956. They were in Gaza.
Oh yeah.
I haven't heard a thing from them for maybe 4 months, 5 months, didn't know if they're alive or not alive. And until I decided, when Christmas came, I decided to go and make some money at least. Thank God I had some money received just maybe a few days before the war started. So I had a little bit of cash. But I said, I don't know how long it's going to last. So I went and worked as a porter.
Okay.
Not for passengers, but for parcels. In Maiden Lane Goods Station in London. Okay? It was paying the best, so I took the job. And of course I put a forwarding address at my landlady. And then I see that there is a letter in my dad's handwriting. And I opened the letter like I was so, anxious to see what the hell happened to them.
Yeah.
3 lines.
No.
We are all fine. Please don't worry about us. Just concentrate on your studies.
Oh, for heaven's
and his
sake.
signature. And I said, and it had an England stamp, British stamp on it.
How did that
I said,
happen?
how the hell? I learned the whole thing a few months after when I went to Gaza in 1957.
Yeah.
Apparently, because the cash in the Arab Bank in Gaza was confiscated.
Oh, no.
So he was contacting
Yeah.
the United Nations to
Yeah.
try to bring the money back.
Yeah.
Okay? Especially after it was known that there will be a withdrawal.
Yeah.
Yeah. So one of the officers in the United Nations, he told them, "Do you need anything from Jerusalem?"
Okay.
He said, "Yes, I want to give you a letter, one for my brother and one for my son."
Yeah.
So the guy goes to Jerusalem and he finds out that he has to go to New York
Oh.
through London. Okay, so he puts a stamp on the letter to Ramallah to my uncle, and he carries the letter, my letter, and he puts it in the airport in London. He puts the stamp and it's come to me. I learned all this later on.
Oh, but that's.
But at least I knew that they were safe.
Yeah. Well, you must
yeah.
have been very relieved.
He used to tell us a story. My dad always Najah knows, and everybody know, all the family know, that he was such an unbelievable encyclopedia in many things. I mean, going to the French school, he didn't study anything about, for instance, about Arabic literature.
Okay. Yeah.
He didn't study about religion, neither Islam nor Christianity nor Judaism.
Right.
When he graduated, he bought books that taught him about all these things. He would discuss the essence of religion with sheikhs and with priests, and he would beat them up. He would be more convincing, because he studied it at an elder, older age, and so on.
Right.
So
Wow.
he had a friend,
Yeah.
a Jewish friend in Palestine,
Yeah.
who was in charge of health and so on. So whenever this commissioner, he goes to open schools, clinics, and so on. And this friend of his, Dr. Mani. Okay. Dr. Mani is, and my father always told the story. He said, once he were going to visit a village to open up a clinic there and so on. And Dr. Mani told him, listen, they were talking about, the problem and the immigration and this and that and that. And he said, listen, Nazif, my father's name, Nazif, we are going to rule the world from here. In Gaza, Dr. Mani went to see my father. He knew that he was in Gaza.
Really?
Yeah. We are going to rule the world from here. That's from Israel now.
Who said that? Dr. Mazen?
Dr. Mani, yeah.
Why did he say that? Well, that's
Why? Well, I mean, look what's happening now. Sharon, when you find the Congress of the United States of America, the top superpower, and its president groveling for whatever Israel wants. They grovel. They absolutely no respect for themselves. They just go whatever Israel wants, they go and do it. The president included. Isn't this ruling the world? It is ruling the world.
Well, when you come to interview me, I can show you from my side how it looks, but we're not doing that now.
Yeah, but
So-
Sharon, I mean, the facts are facts. Really, it's what we need. We want no more than justice.
Yeah.
Okay, no more. We don't want we don't want to be the superpower. We don't want to be the people who take control of everything. All Zionists or Jews or whatever who want to stay in Palestine, they're more than welcome. There will be absolutely no way, practically, to have even two states. No way. Here, show me. You have you have the two.
I've seen the
drawings.
maps.
Yeah, I want to show them to you because I'll show you the here. Look. And this is 2000. We're now 2012. These areas are even now reduced. Where are you going to have a Palestinian state? Can't. You want peace? Let's have one country. Equal rights for everybody.
Yeah.
Nobody is superior to the other.
Right.
Okay? One country, one man, one vote, and that's it. This is how we solve the problem, and the world will have peace. Because if it doesn't happen, and it doesn't happen soon, all hell is going to break loose, believe me. Everything is going to, maybe we'll have a third world war, where all humanity will go backwards maybe thousands of years. We go back to the Stone Age maybe, because now we have nuclear weapons, and we have this. And we should understand that we are equal in everything, as human beings.
Yeah.
Nobody is superior. I'm not a superior because I'm a Muslim. Okay, I don't consider myself superior. Christians should not consider themselves superior because they're Christians, or Jews because they are Jews, or Buddhists because they are Buddhists. We're all humans, for God's sake. If you want peace in this world, let's treat each other respectfully and with equal rights. Yeah. Correct? Correct. In principle.
No, of course it's correct,
Yeah.
Mazen. Of course, you know. As I say, I think that unless one really does have an appreciation of some of the deeper identities and how the place of I don't want to
Yeah, I know your position, but it's
are you sure you know my position?
well, yeah, I think I understand.
Well-
But why I brought up the subject,
Yeah.
you see, is in no way whatsoever, neither religiously nor biblically nor any way, there is any justification for what happened.
Yeah, I
You see?
understand. Yeah.
Lots of Zionists and Jews who are in Israel now actually don't even belong to the tribes of Israel. They belong to the Khazars. And if you read a book called The 13th Tribe, I have brought in here something about that. Okay. It's written by Arthur Kostler, 13th Tribe. Okay. It shows that they come from Al-Khazar. They're not even, they don't belong to the tribes of Israel. Maybe, and I always say to my Jewish friends, maybe here in my blood I have more blood from the Jewish tribes, the old tribes who lived in Palestine, than lots of you who are in Israel. Because we are, as Palestinians, we are the offspring of all those people who passed through that region. And no region on earth has seen so many conquerors like Palestine.
Yeah, absolutely.
From the Egyptians to the Persians, the Greeks, Romans, Arabs, Jews, you name it, Crusaders.
Was it?
Yeah.
Can we talk about your university and
Sure. My university, I studied civil engineering.
So this was your first time abroad, or?
Well, I don't know if you call abroad Egypt. We went to
Yeah,
Egypt many
yeah,
times.
Yeah.
Because you have to go
Yeah.
going from the West Bank to Gaza,
Mm.
which is 100 and something kilometers away.
Yeah.
We had to fly to Beirut,
Okay.
and then fly from Beirut to Cairo, and then take an 11-hour train ride from Cairo to Gaza.
Oh la la, that's a big, big, big
Ab-
trip.
Absolutely. If you want to call that abroad, it's
Yeah.
up to you.
Well, but so, I mean, in a way, I'm just wondering whether it was a culture shock in any way. I mean, your parents were both very well educated and spoke different
Yeah, my
languages,
English
so-
wasn't bad,
Yeah,
but because all my studies were in Arabic,
yeah,
the first, I remember they make a placement exam as soon as you enter,
yeah,
okay, to put the groups according to their strength.
right.
So they gave us this test, and there were five groups, A, B, C, D, E.
Yeah,
I was in the middle of group D
okay,
because I didn't understand half the questions.
right.
Okay, and I remember writing at the bottom of the page, "Come Christmas, I will be in group A."
You
And,
really
and,
had
and the guy
yeah,
and the guy
yeah,
and the
Yeah.
professor who actually corrected the paper,
yeah,
he said, "Wow, you have
ambition.
and guts."
Yeah,
And I said, "No, because I probably would know all the questions by heart if I understood what they said. Some
Right.
of them I didn't understand."
right.
Comes Christmas, and there was a Professor Evans.
Yeah,
Evans is Welsh,
yeah.
and he was the only one who would pronounce my name correctly.
Really.
Tell me, what's your real name? How do you pronounce it? I
Yeah.
said, Al Khairi. Oh, Mr. Al Khairi. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
The results come when he was giving us a lecture.
Okay.
Okay, so all right, let's see who stayed in Group D.
Yeah.
And he would put
Yeah.
the names, and half the students would raise their hands. Okay, who went up to C?
Yeah. Okay.
Who went down to E?
Oh no.
And then, who's left? I raise my hand, and Mr. Pinto, a Pakistani guy,
Wow.
raises his hand. Mr. Pinto, let's see where you are. You're in Group B. And all the class claps and said, Mr. Al-Khairi, okay, where are you? You're not in Group B.
He's a
And
dramatist.
then he starts crying. Oh my God, he said, you're number 5 in Group A. And of course, I was so proud. Again, another peacock.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow,
So
wow.
I used to ask things of my father whenever I had a good result.
Yeah.
So I sent him, I told my dad, I told him I received so and so and so and so, and I'm now in Group A.
Yeah.
And here we need a little bit of transportation. The bicycle I bought is not working very well. I want to buy a Lambretta.
Oh.
So my father goes to my mother, is son of a gun.
Yeah.
He knows when to ask for things. And he sends me the money and I buy a Lambretta.
How did you like that?
I loved it. I loved it. And I was very popular with the girls,
I bet. Yeah, I bet you were. Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
it was fun. They had some sort of a ethics,
Yeah.
college ethics.
Okay.
You can do whatever you like, neighbor to neighbor in your dorm, okay?
Okay.
But you can never have something, do something with another person outside the area against your neighbor. This is forbidden. It's
Aha.
absolutely not done.
Loyalty.
No alliances. The
Yeah.
alliances are usually close circuit.
Right.
The whole floor will go against another floor.
I see.
The whole building will
Yeah.
go another whole building. The
Yeah.
whole university will go another university.
For heaven's
Yeah,
sake.
yeah. For instance, we kidnapped the carnival queen from Leicester University. They went as if they are journalists
Okay.
with press things on their lapels and so on. Knocked on the door. We want to interview your daughter and so on. And of course, the mother, she's going to be famous. She's going to be in all the newspapers.
Yeah.
Come in. And then they would say, we have some recording equipment in the car, and we would like her to come down so that we can record her voice. They would put her in the car and take her out.
Oh
And
my
then they
God.
put their conditions
To-
to return her.
Right. Which
For the procession, which were, for instance, if we're wearing Lafbora scarves,
Yeah.
nobody would speak to us. No retaliation whatsoever. We can Gaza, we do this, we do that.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah. But they took their revenge. The
Yeah.
Leicester people.
Oh yeah. Well, okay. What
They
did
came to Lafbora with a truckload of toilet paper, and they threw the toilet paper over all cables and wires. And the town was so full of. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was fun.
But I mean, you must have had to work very hard, did you? Or you were just naturally bright? I mean, to go make all that